Welcome, Sherry Lynn. Yay, you're
Hello.
fine, but you've been with the company a while, and I'm really excited to have you do a little live with me and tell me about the patch story and what you love about patches.
Sure. Thanks. This is so great. It's so nice to see you. I mean, I wish it was in person,
Right.
but at the same time, too, this is the beauty of technology, right? We get to do this and I get to still see you, and this is awesome. So thanks so much for having me on. So yeah, my story, it started, well, my background is massage therapy, and I was working with elders in a First Nations community, and it's a lot of pain, discomfort, balance issues, mobility issues, stability, those types of things. And my upline, my business partner, I just kept on seeing it on her Facebook page. And I'm like, what is this stuff? I need to know more about this. People need this. So actually, the first person that I ever tried the technology with was my son, and his response, like, he went from having discomfort in his ankles from competitive gymnastics, to walking without a limp, walking without pain. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like, this stuff is incredible, because I never told him a thing about it. I just said, let's put this on you and we're going to see what happens. And I honestly think that, I mean, that was quite a few years ago now, but at the same time too, with the technology is the same, and he has continuously worn it, as well as the rest of the family. So when I heard him talking about it, going, "Mom, when can I have that back on me?" I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "I don't know, it just makes me feel good." I'm like, "Okay." A child understands how they feel. A lot of times us adults, I think, we've got so many other things kind of going on, right? That it's hard to really focus in on us and what it is that we need. So when I heard him say that, I'm like, all right, there's really something here. And then, of course, I started to use the products as well, and the patches. And for me, the Liberty has absolutely changed my life, because I've had chronic migraines my entire life
Mm.
and have never had any relief, really, like anything that's long term. Like, I never felt that I was going to be a period of time without them. Like, I was having them frequently, almost daily at the end of it, like before I started using the Liberty patch consistently. So after I started using Liberty, it wasn't about until 2 weeks later that I was working with clients again in a corporate setting, like in an office, and I was talking to my clients, and it had been 2 weeks since I had seen them last, and I was consistently using the Liberty patch, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not waking up with migraines anymore. I'm not having the headaches, that I was having." And I've been in 2 car accidents, so I know that there is some trauma in my neck, plus the nature of my job at the time, with massaging is intense. So my body was also feeling it, and, I mean, I was in my 30s, I think, at the time. Well, yeah, it's just a few years ago, I didn't age that much. But anyway, so I was getting up out of bed before that, and I I was stiff and I was achy and I was sore before using the patch. As soon as I started using Liberty, I'm like, I'm not waking up, crippled in the morning. Like, I had back pain almost every single day, and then neck discomfort and pain as well, and that would stem to migraines. Honestly, since using it, I rarely get a migraine now. And that, to me, I mean, if people have migraines, I'm not saying that this is going to be the same for you, but this is what has worked for me. And being consistent with using this patch has been a game changer. I am not eating Advil and Tylenol like I used to, which is saving my insides. And I'm actually spending more time with my family, because I'm not, needing to be in a dark room with a cold ice pack on my head. And so it's, yeah,
You know more. I mean, migraines, I mean, will ruin your life. I
they
used
will.
headaches all the time too. It was, maybe 15 years ago, but I mean, man, it's like when you stop having headaches every day, all day, it changes your whole life. I mean, that's a little
It does.
is enough
Because
reason.
you still right? You still have to function. Life has to go on.
Yeah.
But then you've got this nagging pain in your head all the time. And for me, it was behind my eyes, and you can see it. The minute that I've got one, it's you can see it. And, I try to push through it and I try to, act normal, but it doesn't work. So I don't go a day without Liberty. That is on my body all of the time. And I mean, this is just kind of like a fun side note, but because of Liberty, I can actually wear high heels again.
Wow.
And the reason being is because of me talking about my back pain. If I would go even a couple hours with wearing a little bit of a heel, I would be in agony for days. My low back would kill me.
Oh,
And then it would shoot pain down my right side, especially. No more issues with that whatsoever. Whatsoever. Like it just that to me. And I'm active, but not I do not work out regularly. So the only thing that has changed is this patch, and it's incredible. I love it. Absolutely love it.
that is so cool. What a great story. That's amazing. Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, what are the two most common probably pain issues people have? Backaches
Yep.
and headaches, right? I mean, there
Yep.
might be a few other ones out there, but those are the most common. And we have a patch that's like perfect for that, and it's completely drug-free and safe for everyone. It's awesome.
Well, and that's right, and that's what I love the most about it is that it's safe for me, but it's also safe for my kids. Like, my kids use these products too. They use well, the other day, I think my youngest one had 4 patches on going to school. And tomorrow they have track and field, so they're gonna be using their victory patches and focus patches and probably peace patch for my youngest because he gets a little bit anxious when he knows people will be watching him or he thinks people will be watching him. We're like, "No, no, they're watching their own children."
Right.
But they work, like, they know that these patches work for them, and they will ask for whatever they feel that they need that day. And they willingly put them on in the morning, and if, for example, I forget to put a certain, combination together, I'll hear about it. The teacher will say, "I don't today," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, he didn't have his patches on."
right.
So it is interesting. It's so cool, and again, they're safe for them.
Mhm.
There's no side effects, so it's, to me, a no-brainer. Like, I literally have a bag of like, a Ziploc bag, a big one, with all of the patches
Mhm.
in there, and in the morning, it's just kinda like picking from our medicine cabinet, for lack of a better word, right?
Right.
Um, but I've revamped that. I don't go to over the counter anythings very often. There may be the odd time that we do, but we go to the patches.
That's
That's
awesome.
our
That's
remedies.
good.
Yeah.
It's a new way to help ourselves perform better without going to the doctor, without having to take, over-the-counter medications or prescription medications. And we
Yeah,
really and it works. That's the
it
cool
works.
part. It's natural. It's using our own body to,
That's right.
yeah, it's really cool.
Like, we are so incredible in terms of our functioning of our body and our brain and our neurology system. Like, the fact that our body naturally wants to heal itself, and now we have a tool that is as simple as peel and stick,
Hmm.
and it's going to help balance our brain, and then our body wants to naturally do that too. Like, I mean, wow. Like,
Right.
it gives me goosebumps even saying that because
Mhm.
this is life changing for so many people. And I mean, we know that. And if somebody is willing to open up their mind and their heart to being able to be willing to try this, right? They're going to see the difference too.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like, be willing to open up yourself to trying something new. You're not going to get hurt.
Right.
There's no side effects,
And even if you
right?
like how it felt, you just take the sticker off and that's
That's
it.
right.
It's
That's
not
right.
like something where you put in your body, you ingest, and then it's in there for however long it's in there. No, you just
Right.
take it off and that's it. And
Yep.
yeah, what you said
Exactly.
hitting the nail on the head, honestly, is helping our bodies heal naturally. Our bodies want to heal. That's what
That's right.
created to heal. So this is just an assistance to help us get back to our
Exactly.
natural health. And I've always felt like, even in the very beginning, I always felt like that was the message that rang the clearest for me. It's like, oh yeah, it's like my body might not be doing the things that I want it to be doing right now, but it wants to heal and I want it to heal. So we're going to work together and make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the tools now to help that, right?
Mhm.
Like, and that's the thing too, is like if you are like, for example, for massage, if
Mhm.
somebody is doing that modality or doing taking that type of treatment or therapy, yes, they're wonderful, but if they have that patch on their body,
Mhm.
the Liberty patch or the Victory patch, the treatment is going to be that much better. Your body is going to respond that much better. And it's just like, again, why wouldn't we want to kind of set ourselves up for the most success that we can have? Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my motto. So, like, when I saw this, I was like, okay, yeah, this is
Yeah,
where I'm meant to be. I can't
absolutely.
massage forever,
Yeah.
but these patches, I can still help a broader spectrum of people, worldwide
Yeah.
with this technology.
And we are.
So, yeah,
It's a
absolutely we
cool
are.
thing.
It is
Very exciting.
it's inc it's so
We're
exciting.
we're the
I just
lucky ones for sure. We're the lucky ones. Yeah.
and I really do feel that way. I like it almost makes me weepy a little bit too because like I put ourselves back in conference, right? Like when we're around I did a radio interview and one of the questions was, "What is the atmosphere and the energy like when you are at conference?" And I'm like, "Oh, like it just gave me chills and goosebumps all over because you've got a group of helpers in a room
Right.
and that's what we naturally wanna do. We wanna help other people feel well, right? And feel and live their best lives.
Very powerful
And
and a lot of fun
it
too. We have a
is,
great
and
time.
it's so much fun.
Mhm.
It's so much fun, and I mean, I get to meet people like you who I would have never met before, right?
Right. I mean, you
And
live
so many
really
other
far away from me. New
I know, like
Brunswick.
East Coast Canada. But yeah, so I mean, like, I could go on and on and
I
on, Kim,
know.
about these patches because I have tried every single one.
Yeah, I have all of them here too. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
cool.
I
Thank
mean,
you
like,
so
there are
much. I so
thank you
appreciate
for
you
having
telling your
me.
story. We can do this again, soon too. We can do it again, and we'll talk
Absolutely.
again. Yeah, it's fun to hear the stories. I think it's very encouraging, and it's encouraging for people who are watching to see that we really have something that works for us. It's not just
Yeah.
we're trying to sell stuff. We're trying to help people have a better life. That's it. Really.
And exactly, and the biggest thing is like, with my team, we're like, we're not selling, we're sharing.
Yeah.
We're sharing experiences that have helped other people, starting with ourselves, because we all have to develop that own experience. What did it do for me? How is it helping my life? So that's where I really needed to find my experience and my story first before I could really get out there and start sharing it. And then I'm like, I need to scream it from the rooftops.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on here live. I mean, that takes a little guts, but I've seen you do lives before, so I knew you'd be cool with it. And it's
Yes,
fun. It's fun. It gives it a better energy, I think, when you do things live, and it's like, it's gonna go far and wide, and
I agree.
our story matters. It might not seem like a big deal. Oh, migraines and the backache sounds kind of boring in a sense compared to all these like extraordinary stories.
That's right.
But you know what?
Yep,
These are the stories that really hit because everybody's got that story. Everybody's
that's
got a
right.
backache now and then. Everybody's got a headache now and then. So
That's
thank
right.
you so much for being willing to
You're
share.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna end.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you. Bye bye
Y-
now.
Okay, love you too. Okay, bye.